Um, Earlier today, I found out that my doctor faxed in my release to return to work. So Monday, I'll be back at work. Um, we're a little over 6 weeks past the amputation, which is good. So I'll be returning to work. I've got a lot of my stuff already packed up for my office because I need stuff um, to do groups and counsel clients, and I like to always have a couple copies of Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, stuff for the clients to look over. Because that's what I do. I do substance abuse counseling. That's the biggest reason why I didn't want to return to work right away until after I was off narcotic painkillers, because I kind of feel, you know, like it would have been hypocritical for me to be there under Percocets or Vicodin or anything like that. I thought I might be returning tomorrow, but the doctor, I guess, figured I needed to rest until Monday, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm actually in a bigger office, so that's really cool. And they've already moved everything around for me to make it wheelchair accessible, because when I go out, I usually take the wheelchair because the walker really wears me out. And if I have the wheelchair, I can sit in that and go into the chart room, grab what I need, and go back to my office. And there's less chances of me slipping and falling, which is really good. Um, so, just that's all I wanted to say about that. The main reason I decided to do this video tonight is because, um, you know, I have friends in other support groups other than amputation support, because a lot of the people that I've met has been because of my journey with infertility. My husband and I, in 5 months, will have been married for 12 years. And a year and a half ago, after trying for many years to have children, we got pregnant and we lost the baby. And it was a really hard experience, and I've got a lot of friends that are going through the same thing. They've had multiple pregnancies that they've lost. And I think that right now I've kind of gotten over the shock of losing my leg and there not being anything I can do for it. And so now I'm focusing again on causes that matter to me, like breast cancer and infertility. And so it's been a very rough journey, and then this has kind of sidetracked the journey towards trying to have children. And I'm gonna have to once again put that on hold because I need to make sure that I'm well to even think about pursuing children. A little bit is that I always wanted, well, can't say I always wanted, until I met my husband, I didn't want children. I was a foster kid, and I spent 15 years in the system, and I went from home to home. I didn't really have a great childhood, and I never wanted to. I thought of my life, my family's life, as a curse, and I didn't want to pass that on to my child. And unfortunately, I got involved in substance abuse. That's how I ended up becoming a counselor, is because of my own journey through substance abuse. And I just didn't think that children were an option for me. And then I met Eric, and that kind of changed. And it's really not an easy thing to talk about. I think I'd rather film my amputation and my leg being cut off personally than talk about it, because it's a humiliating experience to not be able to have children for women, and people don't think about that. When you want a family and you can't produce a family, it makes you feel less than, due to my extensive history in foster care and some of the abuses that I have suffered. I've been red flagged and I'll never be allowed to adopt in this town anyways. I don't know how that's gonna work if I move. So I feel like in a lot of ways that due to a lot of the mental health drugs that they pumped into me as a foster child and the birth control they put me on, it impacted my ability to have children. And so I have a lot of animosity. You take away my ability to produce children, and then you take away my right to adopt children. So this is going to be kind of the next part of this journey, is as I finish up with the prosthetic, and I'm going to make sure that I carry this through and I film all of this process for you. I'm going to then kind of go back to the infertility journal, because again, that is an issue that is very near and dear to my heart, and I have a lot of friends that have supported me, and I have a really big mouth and I'm not afraid to use my voice, and I think this world just needs more people that aren't afraid to talk about the subjects that other people don't want to talk about. Hi, my name's Kat. I'm a right below the knee amputation, and I'm infertile. It's kind of like, hi, my name's Kat, and I'm an alcoholic. Unfortunately, they're both me. So, this is who I am, but it doesn't define me. And for those of my friends that I've been talking with over the past couple of years, whether or not you have children doesn't define you. What you do with your life and what you strive for is what's going to define you. And don't become bitter or angry. And never stop trying and reaching for goals and dreams. Just because somebody else says it can't happen doesn't mean that's true. So that's where this video blog is going to end up going here very shortly. It's more towards that area, because that's just where my life's taking me right now. I hope, though, that at the end of this journey for me, that some things that I have needing to be resolved will be resolved. But if they're not, I'm never going to stop being the strong person I am, because it's the things that have happened to me in my life that have shaped me into the individual I am, and I'm very proud of the person I am today. I would not change my experiences for the world. Well, wish me luck at work on Monday. I'm kind of nervous. It's been a while. I hope I'm still a good counselor.